Hello, everyone. Sarah with sarahpacaro.com. Today, we're going to talk about all the things you do and all the ways that everything you do, everything serves you. Literally everything you do serves you. And you may already be hearing that little inner voice going, no, I can think of a million things that don't serve me. But everything you do serves you. And yes, there's a lot of things that you do that don't serve you, but we're talking about the depth and the power of the ways that everything you do serves you. You may see, think, feel, or believe that they don't serve you at some level because they hinder you, they keep you back from what you're trying to move towards, from your goals. Let's say, for example, if you fall into the category of the archetype of the stuffer bottler, I've got five archetypes of people, or of five different archetypes of people who've experienced past emotional abuse and neglect fall into. And I don't know about you, myself included, I have not met anyone who has not experienced past emotional abuse and neglect. It's what we've done with it. It's the choices we're making because of it. It's what we believe about ourselves because of what we've been through, we've lived through, what we've experienced, and all of this gets to be combined in our minds and forms this picture of our reality, our experience with it, and our perception of ourselves because of it. And everything we do serves us. And a lot of people that I connect with, they say, I'm doing all these things and they're not serving me. I really want to be doing this. I want to be out of this and into this. I want to be out of this dead end job or this position that I'm afraid to speak up in, that I'm afraid to use my voice in, that I really don't like anymore, that I stay in because it's what was expected of me, that I stay in because I have to, but I really, my heart, my soul longs and desires to go do this, but I feel like I can't. I feel like I'm stuck. I feel emotionally blocked and I can't figure it out because I've got the credentials. There's nothing stopping me. I'm out of a toxic relationship and I've done inner work to heal, but I still can't move towards that thing. And I don't understand how that is serving me. Everything you do is serving you, even procrastination, which is one of the archetypes of the emotionally abused and neglected that I get into at great length in my masterclass Transform, which I call the P me. It's a double-edged sword, the procrastinator and the perfectionist. Here we are busy making sure that everything is perfect. So there's perception and illusion that someone accepts us because they see perfection through our work, through our accomplishments and achievements when they see us, because we really desire to be seen as that in their eyes. And the problem is we're not seeing ourselves as that in our own eyes. So we get stuck in perfectionism, which leads to procrastination. I can't do this thing until this is perfect. I feel like I can't check that box. It's not okay unless it's 100% okay. And I need 100% of people to say it's 100% okay before I can move forward and move on. And therefore I can't. So I feel stuck, stopped, and blocked here. So that's one of the archetypes of the P me. And the P me, you may say, how does procrastinating serve me? It doesn't. It's hindering me. It's hurting me. It's not. Actually, it's serving you, it's protecting you, it's keeping you safe from further perceived criticism, from further perceived judgment, from further perceived pain. You're going to see how everything serves you in a way that keeps you from further perceived pain. It's a perception of pain. We have this story that's already created about what we're going to experience in the future, and we pull it into convincing ourselves to believe that that's the truth, that's the way, that's what's going to happen. We know, I know. And we say things like this, like, I know, but if you knew, wouldn't you, like, if you really knew, wouldn't you knew that you're going to be okay? Wouldn't you know that you're going to make it through that, regardless of if it feels incredible and fantastic, or regardless of if it feels painful and it highlights some areas that you still need growth in? Wouldn't you know you're going to be okay because you've made it through all of your worst days already? So if you truly knew, you would know that you're going to be okay. You would know that you're going to get through it. You would know that you're going to learn, you're going to grow, you're going to expand, you're going to be able to take that and really get to know yourself more intimately and more deeply. So, how does that serve me to procrastinate and put things off that I want to get done or need to get done or have been on my to do list for, I can't even tell you how long? It serves you because it protects you, it keeps you from experiencing this created story of imagined pain. So, it serves you. To not do that is to not experience the judgment from having done that. So say that there's a project or a task or something that you desire to accomplish and achieve, even if you've moved towards and worked towards getting it done and it's partially done or it's almost done or it's halfway there, and then there's this I'm going to go work on this now. I'm going to go do that now. I'm not going to go all the way, because if I go all the way and there's a display of imperfection, I am going to experience the pain because I feel that I'm imperfect and I'm not okay with people not seeing me as perfect. I'm not okay with being open and vulnerable and people seeing my flaws and seeing that I'm perfectly human. I'm just not okay, because I put on display someone who is qualified and capable and able to do the things, and I don't want people to see me fall down. I only want them to see me when I'm up and when I've gotten up and when I've carried on my little merry way. That's the way it serves us. It serves us because it keeps us from this perceived pain. And this shows up in every area, in every archetype of the emotionally abused and neglected that we've got. That's just an example of how it shows up in the archetype of the P me, the perfectionist procrastinator. The gaslighter mind is one of the most common minds of the archetypes of the emotionally abused and neglected. The mind that is, I'm not sure. I don't know. What do you think? How can you be so sure? How can I know that I really know? I'm not sure. I think it's this. I hope it's that. But let me double check. Let me go ask. And then we feel frustrated by the ask because we've received the answers that we asked for, and then we still are on the fence. We still are on the teeter totter in our mind. That serves us. It serves us to put the responsibility of making a decision on someone else. Because then if it's wrong, or if it fails, quote unquote, there really is no such thing. There's always lessons and learnings. If it fails, it's not all on you. And therefore, it serves you to be able to point the finger and blame someone. Well, I only did that because they told me to. I only did that because. And then we can say, because they said so, because they sounded like they knew what they were talking about, because they were the expert, because this is what it said to do in that situation. And I really had this intuition and internal feeling that it could be that, or it should be that, or work out better for me if I went that way. But I didn't. I took the advice, I took what they said, I went with it, and now it failed. So it's not on me. So it serves us to be in this gaslighter mind where we're teeter tottering and we don't trust our own intuition, because then it's all on us. So if we can take all of it off of us and put at least some of it on someone else, we've got someone else to blame. And that serves us to feel like, well, I will always be able to remain pointing the finger and directing it at someone else and saying it's their fault. See, it's not all me. I'm not all bad. See, you still like me, you still love me, you still see me, you still accept me. Please, 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 please. And that's that inner wounded child mind. That's the way that the inner wounded child acts. Please, 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 see me, see me, see me. It's okay. You forgive me. You still love me, right? Okay, can I have a cookie now? That's the way this inner child mind acts. And that's how it serves you. The next archetype, the emotionally abused and neglected, is the stuffer bottler. How does it serve you to sit on the couch and binge watch watching Netflix and stuff your face with a sleeve of Oreos? Well, there might be a gym that you know you need to get your butt to and exercise so that you can improve your overall physical health, mental health. And you're thinking, I'm going to be in a lot of pain tomorrow. I don't want people there seeing my fat, jiggly body all around. They're like, everyone there knows what they're doing. I know what I'm doing. Right. But you could do at home videos. Yeah, but this just seems like so much more fun. I'll do it tomorrow. And then there's procrastinator me. I'll delay it. I'll do it later. I'll do it when? I'll go to the gym when I lose 10 pounds. Okay. So isn't that where you need to be to lose 10 pounds? Well, no, you can go for a walk around your neighborhood. Right. So what are you doing on the couch, stuffing your face with the sleeve of Oreos? It serves you because it gives you an excuse, and it gives you, especially if you're doing that, these endorphins and this high. Like, this is what I do to wind down. This is what I do to unwind. I've had a long day. I deserve a break. So it serves you because it gives you the break. It gives you that connection to things that aren't good for you long term, but short term, this feels better because I'm avoiding long term pain. So it serves you to avoid long term pain. If I go to the gym and I get crushed by this trainer, I'm going to be so sore for the next 3 days, right? So it serves you temporarily to avoid that. everything we do serves us. And we may think, no, this is hurting me. This isn't helping me. I know I shouldn't be doing this. How is this thing that I'm doing that I know I shouldn't be doing helping me? It's serving you. It's serving you momentarily, temporarily, and keeping you from avoiding some experience of pain. And this is true with the F me too. The F me is the fake me, the fraud me, the you that feels afraid, the you that feels filled with fear, fearful. And so you fake it and you say, I'm going to fake it till I make it. I'm going to slap a smile on my face. Well, how does that serve me? Because in this presence of my relationships, I don't feel genuinely, deeply, securely connected. I feel anxious. I feel avoidant connection. I feel like I'll let them in partially, but not all the way. Well, that serves you. Again, it protects you from the perception of pain that if you let them in all the way and they take your heart and they rip it out and they stomp it on the ground and then they leave you, oh my gosh, hello, abandonment wounds. Unhealed ones from the past and perceived ones that you will experience in the future. So it serves you to just smile through it all and say that you're okay when you're really not okay, and to just be a fake and be a fraud and not be genuine, not be true, not be pure, not be authentic to yourself. It serves you momentarily, temporarily from the perceived future pain of letting people in when you've already been hurt and you don't want to be hurt again. And there's debates about this. Is it better to have loved and lost than to never have loved at all? I think it's better to have loved and lost, because then you know love. Without ever having loved at all, you're without ever having known love. And that's so sad. And when you're in this place of healing from past wounds and emotional pains and traumas and neglects, you've got to rebuild that love with yourself. And it takes trusting yourself. Foundation of any healthy relationship is trust, is safety. And all those things that you're doing to avoid that are serving you. They're serving you momentarily and temporarily, but they're not serving you well in the long term. They're actually hurting you more in the long term. The superhero me is another archetype, that you who's like, I don't need anybody. I've got this. I can do this on my own. I don't care if I'm single the rest of my life. At least I'll die happy. And that sassy little part of you that comes out and makes excuses for things that you're trying to convince yourself to believe, because you're trying to convince yourself that you're right, that this is the way. And again, to avoid perceived future pain. It serves you in the moment to be seen as, wow, you've really got it all together. You don't need anyone. Good for you. Go you. And then to be able to sit yourself on this little pedestal of your friends who are having relationship trouble or drama and go, I don't have that. Look at me. I'm as happy as can be. And they're like, wow, you really are. And then you go home and you really, really experience sadness and wishing that you were in their position. I wish I had someone to connect with at night. I wish I'd had someone that I could count on, rely on, who had my back, who was there for me, who supported me through thick, through thin, through the good, through the bad. And so you're so in this, no, how does that serve me? Or you desire to be in a relationship, but you won't allow yourself to be in a relationship because of old stories and fears of the future. All those things serve you. Everything you do serves you, literally serves you. Everything. The things you don't have to do, or you don't have to think about doing, they serve you. You don't have to think about breathing. It serves you to breathe. You don't have to think about what am I going to eat. You find something to eat because it serves you to eat. It keeps you alive. Everything we do serves us and keeps us alive. But there's a lot of things that end up doing more harm than good in the end, in the long run. So now is the time. There's no time like now to really, truly be fully honest with yourself and see how the things that you are saying serve you are actually hurting you and keeping you from what your heart and your soul truly deeply desires, and making now the time to heal those inner emotional wounds and pains and traumas from past emotional abuse and neglect, and really recognize and realize the way that no one else could hurt you more than you're hurting you. Those things you're doing, you live with you. You are the common denominator to all the things that are either serving you or hurting you, but they're all serving you. Even the hurtful things are serving you. And to really see that if anything is going to change, it's got to begin with me. I am the one. I have to make myself a priority I have to make my mental health a priority. I need to get my beliefs in alignment with the actions that will move me towards the direction that I desire to go, and release the what is this going to look like? I'll do it once it's all mapped out and I figured it all out, because you're going to experience bumps and roadblocks. That's just what happens. But when you believe in yourself internally and unconsciously, and you've done the inner work to truly heal and transform those unconscious beliefs and really allow the open wounds that are still there to become a scar and become a story of your past, of something you've survived, lived through, made it through, and are now thriving through, you really get to that place where you get into alignment with the things that you're doing are serving you in a beneficial, positive way, not in a backhanded, hurtful way, which is what a lot of us are living in. So when you're ready for that, I would love to connect with you. I've got a free masterclass. It's called Transform. It's a 5-day masterclass. We took 1 hour each day to really deep dive into these archetypes of the emotionally abused and neglected. I've got a free kind of replay that's about an hour, just over an hour on my website. But this Transform class is a private group on Facebook where we really take a deep dive into these. And when you're ready to truly heal and transform from these and live life in alignment with ways that truly serve you and therefore others around you, I'd love for you to join that class. We've got a free chat with me every Wednesdays as well. And if you're ready for the private one-to-one work to reprogram, shift, transform, rewire your unconscious beliefs, I would love that for you. That has been the pivotal game, the game changer for my life, is really, really getting to what I believed about me because of the things that I had been through, and shift and reprogram 180, transform those. And from that, everything else in my life transformed. And that is my hope, goal, dream, prayer, and desire for you too. Love you. I want things for you that serve you well, not serve you in a backhanded, not so well way. So let's connect on sarahpacaro.com when you're ready to find out more. Until then, sending you all the love. Bye for now.